Gonna do a little bit of different kind of filming today. Mama's not here. She went into town. Her twins had their birthdays, and so one of them lives in the next town over, so she wouldn't spend the day with her. So I'm out here today. It's not raining for a change. So I've got something I want to make a quick video. I'm leaning up against, my hand's leaning up against the porch post so I can keep things kind of steady and still. I'm doing this because I want to talk to you, but at the same time, I want to show you something else. Now I want to show you something. You see that? You see that concrete box right there? You see all this mud? You see the pipes? You see all that? You know what that is? That box right there is a septic tank. All this out here is they're putting in a new septic system. Now, for those of you who live in urban areas and in different parts of the country, a septic tank out in the country, a septic field, is where all of the sewage from the house goes in the tank. That's where it goes. Now, if you live in an apartment in town or in the city, there's huge, usually there's huge pipes underground, and the stuff in your house goes into those pipes. There's a reason why I'm telling you this, and it goes to the cities or the local, septic system that they have, okay? But out here, this is the way we do it. Now, that's reality, okay? We do not say that there's no septic tank. We do not say that we don't poop, okay? That's the reality. It comes from the house. It goes in there. It has to be dealt with. It's there. But what's going to happen when this dries out is the backhoe is going to come in here, and all of these dirt is going to be pushed over top of all this stuff. And that tank is going to get buried, and the ground's going to be leveled out, and we're going to sow grass, and it's going to be nice and level. What we are not going to do is we're not going to take the top, the concrete top off that tank and put a top of plexiglass. We're not going to set lawn chairs around that septic tank and have our friends over for a barbecue and sit there and look at the septic tank. Now, the septic tank, when it needs maintenance, we call the guy and we say, hey, I think the septic tank is full. Can you come pump it out? And it stinks and it smells bad, but it's the reality and we deal with it. We do not rejoice in it. We do not get entertainment in it. We do not try to use it to entertain people who come around. People who come around to visit. We do not sit around and talk about the septic tank. Do you understand where I'm going here? When I mention to people, hey, don't sit around and wade in the garbage and filth. That's your septic system. People say, well, it's reality, it's natural, and we cannot deny what's natural. Nobody says anything about deny it. But don't make it your flippin' entertainment. Don't use your septic tank to be the focus of your life. I did a video this week, simple poem, about not belly aching and not complaining. And I shouldn't have been, but I was shocked at how many people said, you people who talk like this, you're fake people. I'm going to be real, and anybody doesn't like me for being real, these are not the people I want to be around anyhow. Well, not surprisingly, nobody wants to be around those people, because that septic tank is real, okay? That septic tank is natural, and it's real. But if I keep asking people, hey, you want to come over for a barbecue dinner? And every time they show up, we sit around and look at my septic tank, and that's all I want to talk about. They're not going to want to come around. I've got trees, I've got fields, I've got grass, I have horses, okay? We have a ridge full of trees back here. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? At the base of that ridge, there's a beautiful little creek. All right? I've got really nice, beautiful things to view around here. Pleasant things to view. I'm not going to talk about my dang septic tank. I'm not being fake. I'm just using my flipping head. And there's some people out there who the only happiness they have is if they're unhappy. And the only thing that can make unhappy people just a little bit more happy is they can shovel their unhappiness on you. And if we can take this metaphor and use it for something else as well, a lot of what you're watching, the movies and the television stuff these days, it's just sewage. It's just garbage. I came in one time several years ago. There was a movie on TV. I stood there and watched it for a little bit in the house. I said, turn that off. That entire movie is just bad people doing bad things to bad people. He said, well, I'm getting the entertainment from it. You're gaining your entertainment from the septic. When there's so much healthy, so much wholesome, so much it's uplifting, so much that is encouraging, and we go to the septic tank. We literally cut the top off our septic tank, put a plexiglass lid on it, and set the lawn chairs around it, and spend our time watching the septic tank. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? You don't have to do that. You don't have to gain your entertainment from your septic system. We don't deny it's there. All right? We pump it out and deal with it if it needs to be dealt with. If the line out there collapses, we dig it up and we fix it. If somebody says, do you have a septic system? I say, yeah, I do have a septic system. There it is. All right? I don't say, no, we don't have a septic system. We don't need one. Because we do not produce biological refuse. Not using it as your identity, not using it as your form of entertainment, is not the same as denying what naturally exists. I weep for humanity. Okay, so there it is. Kind and gentle for a couple, today a little bit stretchy. But there you go. Sometimes somebody needs a knock upside the head. That's the only way they're going to wake up and say, hey, I'm kind of being a jackass here and I need to quit. And the only way they know they're being a jackass, if somebody like me stands up and says, hey, dummy, you're being a jackass. Knock it off. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody wants to be around you. And it's not because you're better than they are, because you're a truth teller in a world full of liars. No, you're just a jackass. You just smell like that which you wade in constantly. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. And your mouth is nothing but misery coming out, because that's what's in your heart, and that's what's in your heart because that's all you consume. Be better. Be better. And believe it or not, I love you guys. And I want you to be better. And that's why I go through this. All right? Because I actually want you to be better, because obviously nobody else has got the nerve to stand up and say, hey, knock it off, you buckethead. Be better. We'll catch you guys next time.